Good morning, Taiwan, and thank you for sharing your Friday with us. I am Louisa Lee, here to keep you informed and entertained. 欢迎收看 Louisa 报报，每天给你最新奇、最有趣的新闻。And Axel, the black Newfoundland's barks can be heard around town, especially when he is way up high. And catch this, the 97-pound canine's daily routine involves hanging out with his owner on top of the roofs in England. 英国最近有一只狗狗很出名，只要主人在屋顶工作的时候，它就一定要陪着主人在屋顶上，因为它忠心耿耿，让它变成家喻户晓的狗明星。
Richard Halton, a roof thatcher, has the greatest buddy, his four-legged friend Axel, who hasn't missed a day of work since he was first taken in by Halton as a puppy.
In the last 5 years, he hasn't ever been, left at home, and nobody's ever asked for me to leave him at home, and I've always welcomed him, and he's enjoyed it. He's enjoyed thatching with us all, and he's good company, and it's been great.
The 5-year-old is quite famous around the neighborhood for his willingness to follow his master anywhere and everywhere, even if it's to the highest places.
Well, I think he loves it a lot more than being at home. Yeah, he's always meeting new people, and he gets out and about everywhere with us. The first day when we put him up here, we must have had 200 or 300 photographs. That was unbelievable.
Local resident Janice Swan gives Axel the thumbs up.
I think it's wonderful. I've never seen a dog on a roof like that before at all. I've been walking past here all last week, and I couldn't believe it. He just sits there. He don't even try to attempt to get down. Nothing. It's wonderful.
Although Axel is not afraid of heights, he cannot freely go up and down the ladder. And that's when Halton comes in to give him a lift on his shoulders.
And to another famed animal, Vito is looking to make it into the big screen like any other aspiring talents who moved to Tinseltown to chase their dreams. But despite of his previous on-camera experience, the road to fame is not easy for the 5-year-old ginger and white tabby, who does have a few tricks up his sleeve. 不过要变成动物明星，其实一点也不简单。在美国就有一只猫叫做 Vito Vincent， 主人1年前带着它到好莱坞，想要当电影动物明星，不过到现在好像还没成功。
It's not easy to make it in Hollywood, any actor will tell you that. But for wannabe animal star Vito Vincent, the task may be even harder. That's why the orange tabby hits the streets of Beverly Hills, hoping his calm demeanor and cute looks will catch a casting agent's eye. Vito and his owner Michael Lucretia moved to Los Angeles nearly a year ago after finding some success in New York.
Christian Amanpour.
There, Vito had landed roles in TV shows like 30 Rock and The Colbert Report.
Sit.
But Lucretia said they had to take a chance on Hollywood if they were going to make it big.
That, since he was a working actor in New York, if he wanted to try to make it in movies, we might have a better opportunity to try to make it in a movie in Los Angeles, in Hollywood. So we ventured out here in May of last year.
But Vito has had a hard time breaking in, mostly due to the Hollywood wrangling agencies that have monopolized animal casting for decades. So working as a free agent, Vito and Lucretia take to the posh streets of Beverly Hills hoping to be discovered, or at least in the meantime, just putting a smile on the faces of shoppers.
A cat on Rodeo Drive, I was surprised. Most cats are pretty aloof, and so he's very friendly and just a chatty little guy here. He's just very cute. I think it's very Los Angeles. And I'm not from here. I would like to have my cats walking on.
So like so many of his human actor counterparts, Vito will keep paying his dues, entertaining the public on the sidewalk until Hollywood comes calling.
And now to music news. Collaboratively, Under the Street Lamp is making the old tunes hip again. The 4 young men are bringing retro sounds back with a modern flair for those who are big fans of early rock and roll, doo-wop, and Motown classics. 最近乐坛出现一个新的团体 Under the Street Lamp， 他们一直强调他们不是男孩团体，而是很会唱歌的熟男团体。为什么呢？我们一起来看看。
They're not a boy band, they're a man band. The quartet called Under the Street Lamp says the best way to describe them is as a modern twist of the Temptations or the Four Tops. Group member Michael Cuneo.
As much as it's easy to say, oh, we're a boy band, what we are more realistically is something more akin to the Temptations or the Four Tops. And those were vocal groups. Those were, you know, it was 4 guys, 5 guys singing lead. You know, it's a pretty unique thing that any one of us can take center stage and hold his own.
Consisting of veteran stage performers Cuneo, Sean Wiley, Michael Ingersoll, and Christopher Kell Jones, their repertoire comes from what they call the American Radio Songbook, which includes doo-wop, Motown, and old-time rock.
A generation that came before us grew up listening to this music and passed it along to us, and now we are stewards of this music to the next generation.
But no matter the audience, the fellas always aim to please. Cuneo and Ingersoll explain.
We are a band, we are musicians, we sing songs. But the songs are the excuse for us to make fun of our friends, have a good time on stage, and hopefully share that experience with the audience.
And we tell stories and we talk to the audience. The audience talks back to us too. I mean, it's a dialogue. We invite them to.
If you leave the show and you want to have a beer with us, then we've done our job.
And we would like to have a beer with you, especially
if you're buying.
Yes.
Under the Street Lamp kick off their U.S. tour in Los Angeles on May 1st.
And putting their celebration aside for their first wedding anniversary, which is this coming Sunday, Prince William and Kate Middleton made their return to the red carpet as they attend the London premiere of the documentary African Cats, which highlights the animals' battle for survival in the wildlife. 威廉王子跟凯特最近抽空出席动物保育纪录片《African Cats》的首映，帮忙非洲野生动物募款。不过大家还是很好奇，星期天就是他们的结婚周年纪念，他们又会怎么庆祝这个日子呢？
Few days before the couple's first wedding anniversary, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge took some time out of their busy schedule for the UK premiere of Disney nature film African Cats. Directed by Keith Trolley and Alastair Fothergill, African Cats tells the story of several lions and cheetahs trying to survive on the African savanna. The premiere also raised funds for Williams animal conservation charity, Tusk Trust, which helps endangered animals across Africa while educating local communities about wildlife conservation. As a patron of Tusk Trust since 2005 and the charity's chief executive, William enjoyed the screening and gave a speech urging people to pay attention to the threat to Africa's wildlife.
African Cats shows graphically the battle for survival facing every lion and cheetah born in the wild. The natural challenges are formidable without man's interference. Loss of natural habitats due to encroachment by human beings is the principal reason that there are today around just 25,000 lions remaining in the African bush. We must act now, coherently and together, if the situation is to be reversed and our legacy, our global natural legacy, preserved. Tomorrow will be simply too late.
As April 29 marks the first anniversary of their wedding, it's reported that the royal couple will spend the special day in private. The past 12 months have been a busy year for William and Kate, who made many public appearances in charity events, such as visiting riot-hit communities or charity organizations. Even when Prince William was in Falklands for his Royal Air Force job, Kate carried on several successful solo engagements and public appearances with other royal family members. Being praised as the epitome of a beautiful British couple, the duo are likely to remain hugely popular around the world.
And that is all the time we have for this week. I am Louisa Lee, and we'll see you back here on Monday. Meanwhile, stay with CTS for the latest weather update and for more top stories.